Uh, I don't know if that intro was subtle enough, but it kind of gave away the fact that yes, I am Irish, and at the time of recording this, it is March the 12th. Everybody knows that on March the 17th, it is St. Patrick's Day. Who is St. Patrick? Well, it is this great legendary man here. Everybody wants to celebrate this icon, this legend. Everybody loves him. And what better way to do that than by me drinking live on the air, a drinking stream with Stuttering John. The problem with that is I can't tweet him because he's blocked me. And I need you to do it. So tag Stuttering John and tweet him and tag me, I should say, and say that you want a Husey and Stuttering John drinking episode on St. Patrick's Day. I've also got a poll question about it for everyone to join in and hit the like button while you're at it. But I've got to start off by saying something absolutely hilarious. So we always do the joke about thanks for the toe, thanks for the toe. Well, Lemmi, I was thinking that do you think that when it was announced that Tom Hanks was returning for the second Toy Story, they said, thanks for the toe? Anyway, here she is. It's little Lemmi. Lemmi, what'd you think of that banger?
That was excellent, but I heard a rumor around the watering hole that Tom Hanks is an asshole.
Well, he's confirmed on the files of, shall we say, Party Island. Yeah. Hit the like button if you don't give a shit and you still watch Tom Hanks films. But of course, joining us, I've got a big question to ask him, and this is a very important. It is, of course, the delicious. It's Matt Mead. Matt, how are you doing today?
First of all, you look great. I like you. Lemmi, big respect for the Ski Mask Collective hat all the time. I love you. It's great. God bless. What's the question?
I beg your pardon.
What's that?
Nothing. Of course, Matt, do you think that there should be a drinking episode between me and Stuttering John? I mean, your surname is literally an alcohol.
That's it. The honey wine we know is Mead.
Yeah.
That's the best Irish accent I can come up with. I am actually half Irish. You know that.
That's the stickiest pussy I've ever seen.
So, of course, the obvious topic I've got to ask you, Matt, in the last 24 hours.
Which one? What kind of yogurt do I like?
Yeah, well, not just yogurt, but it's a pretty big topic I've got to ask you about. And everyone's been wanting to ask you to get your take on it, and so I might as well do it. And it may come across a little harsh or invasive, but here we go. I'm thinking to get my hair cut next week, but some are telling me to keep it a bit long on top, but others have said just go short buzz cut. What do you think?
Besides, as close to a Wehrmacht field marshal as you possibly can.
Nice. I think that's a good answer. Well, that's everything. I think that's us.
All right. See you guys.
Okay. But before you go, I got you there. You really thought that was the question. Lemmi, what did you think of that great joke?
You got him. You got him good.
Thank you. Yeah. I really did. He feels really embarrassed now.
Hey, Lemmi, what are you in a fucking 13-year-old's bedroom? What the hell is this?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm regressing, I think.
You don't watch on there.
What?
We're going back to the Epstein stuff. But of course, Matt, got to ask you about the Ethan and Scarlet stuff. So basically what I would say is when you and her broke up, all the negative stuff that came out was about you, and everyone says, oh, Matt Mead did this, Matt did that, all this shit. Now, within the last 24 to 48 hours, we've come to learn maybe not so much. And maybe it was the other person's fault who made a big deal out of everything. So basically, do you feel kind of vindicated about how this stuff has gone?
Look, I don't like to see anybody getting a fucking. Well, actually, I do. I don't like to see anybody getting a weird situation like that. I can't stand up for an absolute piece of garbage like what I've learned Ethan Ralph is like. But she's certainly a problem. Let's just say that. And the real ones knew that, you know, like yourself and a couple others, that I wasn't, you know, what I was being portrayed as. And my messages are never ending from people who are like, "Wow, man, I was really wrong about you." And whatever, dude. I honestly, I could care less. I washed my hands clean of that fucking succubus, and I just hope she doesn't die. That's pretty much the position I'm in right now. So my life is not affected by it at all. They can put up anything they want. I was never what I was made out to be, and that's a fact.
Yeah, like that's when I. This is probably going to come across as harsh. So you liked her, but I just think she liked being liked. And
Well, that's definitely true. I mean, honestly, listen. I don't want to even talk about this. This is so tired. Yeah, I was really fucking taken to the cleaners on that one. But yeah, she got out of a place where she was getting attention constantly. I think she wanted to continue that, and that was the avenue she chose. You know, she kept telling me how she wanted to do other stuff and music, and I was trying to help her do that. And you know, I was a fucking retard. I'll own up to that. I was a fucking retard. I got sold on her shtick or whatever in private, and she was obviously just a fucking user. So
when you talk about her doing music, did you ever see her play the skin flute?
I mean, come on, you gotta have a better sound. You need to have like a slide. You need to have like a kazoo sound effect.
Did you ever? Did she ever pluck your banjo string?
Listen, this is the stuff you get here. This is 100% quality comedy, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Yeah. So whatever, dude. I honestly, they're also back together, which is hilarious. So good luck to them. Best of luck.
Yeah,
What am I gonna do?
She is, with all due respect, they put out a video today in some fast food place, and she has not been hitting the gym, shall we say. She looks like her skin is bad. She looked like she's gained weight. It really is a sight to behold. But does it make you, in hindsight, look back at your relationship any differently? And did you get any bumps on your penis?
Not yet. I mean, that would have been for prior issues. I haven't worn a condom since the fucking Clinton administration. So I fucking listen. She's going through a bad way. Obviously, if she's reaching out to that guy, dude, I was messed up for 2 months over this fucking whole thing, and I'm so over it. It's today I feel great.
Why?
Well, I just shaved my balls, and it's really just like the airflow is great. So now, like honestly, she reaped what she sowed, man, and that's it.
What's your outsider take on it all, Lemmi? Apart from my like button.
I honestly think they're a beautiful couple, and it's a self-cleaning oven situation. So I am so here to watch
Just
the entire
burn the grease off of both of them. Yeah, that's good. I like it.
So, how many before Matt? Especially at Christmas time, there's a lot of people accusing you of stuff. Can you name names of any of the bigger haters or attackers who have come to your defense now?
Oh, I don't know, man. Well, I will say Mersh mended fences with me after shit came out, and I got to give him props for that. You know, I was in a fucking messy place, and I went after him. You know, he's doing his thing, and I can't hate him for that. But he was the one who asked me to come on and, you know, said to me that he, figured out that I wasn't exactly how I was portrayed. So good on him for that. Otherwise, I mean, literally everybody in my entire life, anybody that I know was like, she's a piece of shit and don't talk to her, get rid of her immediately. Like anybody who met her was just like, she can't eat with like forks. So just like absolutely get rid of this person immediately. And I stood up for her 100% because I thought she was a different person. And she's not. And, I still hope she's gonna live. That's about it. Or in some form. I don't know. Freeze her head like Ted Williams. I don't know.
Lemmi is she's the super chat reader because she's got a more a friendlier voice than mine. So sometimes when stuff reads harsh, Lemmi is here to soften the blow. Speaking of which,
Also, I'm not saying this. Just remember that.
Oh, Simp 123. I know that guy.
You still thanks for the 2. You still abused her. Nothing changes that fact.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think we all know that that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not trying to say that it was like a Christmas special stuff, but
no, it was, and I was not a gem, and we got in fucking crazy arguments. But it's because the whole point of the whole thing was for her to just instigate me to get videos to put on fucking YouTube or on whatever social media. I mean, that was pretty much her lifeblood, was just to fuck with me. And I realized that now. I was so stupid that I was like, all right, yeah, this is, I guess she like cares about me or whatever. But I mean, it's clear now that she had a mission, and it was to get attention pretty much.
Yeah, because I heard from a mutual friend that, well, not even mutual friend, he's your friend. I actually despise him. I'm only joking, but not really. But you know who I mean. He said that she basically wouldn't leave your house.
Yeah.
And that you couldn't, and that you had, well, not so much told her to leave, but and also she was there for a lot of, shall we say, no food.
Listen, she put on a whole escapade how I was like keeping her there. Dude, I left my car key. My office is like 500 feet from my house. I left my car keys for her every day to do whatever she wanted. She
bumps
never
off them.
What's that?
Did you bumps off your car keys?
Yeah.
Hit the like button.
All right. Well, listen, that's good. But I'd asked her to leave a bunch of times, but listen, honestly, I've tried to get her flights. I ultimately drove her fucking home to Wisconsin from my house because I was afraid she wouldn't even be able to like get on a fucking plane. The first time it happened, she ended up in the fucking hospital. So I did everything I fucking possibly could for that girl because I cared about her, and obviously it was a fucking mistake. And I'm fucking totally moved on from it.
Has she been, pardon me, that was Lemmi. Has she been messaging you much since all this stuff?
The last time we talked, she was like, well, we need to reconnect and be together, or like what? I don't know, dude. It's not even a person. It's like fucking, she's literally James McAvoy in Split. It's not a person. There's no person there. I hope to God there is, but I thought she was a completely different person. She doesn't exist. The person I thought she was is not there. And that was my mistake for thinking that. But that's it.
Well, I thought that was a bad example to come up with because Matt Mead in Split was really sexy, and I whack off to it every day. So now, did I say Matt Mead? I meant to say James. Well, you look so much like him. We're having a good time here.
I have a good mugshot too. If you guys want to look that up,
I do. I just don't know how to spell mug. Chris IR10. Thanks for being a member for a month. He says, Kick, UZJK, thanks for the free membership kiss. Well, guess what, everybody? If you were in the mood to kick a guest, all you've got to do is join the Oasis tier, which is a mere $100. And it gives you the ability to kick guests from shows. I'll tell you this, though. Let me come up with an idea. If anybody wants the link, because I'm greedy, the Yellow Boy donation, if you want the link, will be sent to them, and you have that amount of time. So if you send a 10, you can come on for 10 minutes. If you send 2 10s, which everybody knows is 20, I could do that easily. You can come on for 20 minutes. It's just me being greedy for Vegas.
nice.
Hold on, do you hear that Beef Tip Show? Beef Tip Show already DM'd me asking me for the link. So pay up, bro. You want that link?
Oh, I like Beef Tip Show. I like those guys. They're good boys.
Yeah, I was on there last night, and I was really fucking funny. I gotta be honest. You wouldn't believe the hilarious jokes I said.
You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'll tell you how funny I was. Ask me a question, and I'll say something hilarious, just like I did last night.
Hey, what are those behind you?
I don't know. So here's a super chat that I got from Lemmi.
Pat Dixon's Rotting Teeth. Thanks for the 2. Matt, what's your take on Karmic X talking smack?
About what? I don't pay attention to this stuff, man. You gotta like, I spend like 2 minutes a day on Twitter and say like stupid shit, and then I leave, and that's it.
What was your take, Matt, when you saw Scarlet on like a press tour and she was going on Karmic's what do you call them? Stream, yeah, that's right, I know. And he was basically treating her like she was a silly baby.
Yeah, well, that's accurate, so I agree with him.
But to me, it came across bad because she was being like, I like Christmas trees and I'm a fan of bananas. And if you imagine if a Christmas tree looked like a banana, and he's just sitting there going, yeah, I know, yeah, that's very good. Someone send a super tip in and you ask her a question, yeah. So she was basically coming on these shows to be used for money, whether she noticed it or not. And I thought that was
what has she been doing for the last 10 years or 5 years of her life? That's literally her forte. Like, that is what she does.
Jesus, you're getting raw.
No, I'm saying if that all I knew was like how to do construction, and somebody was like, come on this show and frame a house, that's what I would do.
You know what I heard about her when it comes to houses?
She
Get ready to laugh, Lemmi. You poke her in the front and you flick her in the back.
Yeah, right. That's good.
You like it, Lemmi?
Hilarious.
She is loving this app.
My sides.
Anyway, I'm fucking tired of talking about this fucking hoo-ha. So, liar, playback. Oh,
Lemmi?
Tug Simp.
Tug Simp has something else to say.
Liar, playing victim, pathetic abuser.
What's that weird symbol in front of the 2? Is that like a fake currency?
That's a pound. So 2 pounds is $5 at the minute. So thanks, listen, Obama.
Everybody knows the truth is coming out. So listen, whatever. I'm done talking about it.
Yeah. Balls Deep has been a member for 1 month. Mead, did you know you can get memberships for exclusive behind-the-scenes content for as little as $1 per month?
I did not know that. Thank you.
It's fascinating. Everybody should buy 50 memberships each. I think that would be hilarious.
Please subscribe and get him better Wi-Fi. We need this. We need this guy's fucking hot bangers all day.
Yeah. If you want bangers, all you've got to do is hit my like button.
Or date my ex.
Yeah, I don't want AIDS. Lemmi?
RP, thanks for the 2. Pay for the hat you destroyed or else. YouTube TOS.
I shipped her the hat. She's not at her house, so that's it.
Chris, thanks for the 5 Canadian. I want in the Oasis level, please.
I want you in too. All you gotta do is join it, and also hit the like button. And thank you.
Moon Crickets, thanks for the 2. Little D, Matt, still waiting on address, tough guy.
It's literally on the internet. Figure it out.
This is a good one.
Ray P. Ray, thanks for the 2. Matt, the like button.
Yo, that's so funny. Holy shit. I was just talking about how Ray did a show at my house one time. And we were talking about Stuttering John driving drunk. Ray came to my house like visibly drunk, did the show, couldn't drive back. He parked his car at like a Whole Foods and Ubered to my house because he was drunk as shit, and then got drunker at my house, said he couldn't drive home, Ubered to his car, started driving, said a cop was following him, parked again at a different Whole Foods, Ubered back to my house, drank more, Ubered back to his car, and then drove back to Astoria. If you could follow that fucking scenario, that's basically Ray, and probably killed somebody on the way. So
I like to think so. I think it was the ugly Stevie Lou told me this story, or it might have been somebody else. But
Stevie Lou, big friend.
Yeah, very ugly though. I have to admit, gross.
Ugliest, one of the ugliest persons.
I've seen many ugly faces in my time.
Maybe Bill Walton's nephew. Nobody knows.
He is by far the best. He's gross. He makes me sick all over my floor, my golden floor. He said that he was in like a bar with Ray, who was talking to a lovely lady who was hitting on Ray, and Stevie. I would just say it was Stevie Lou for the story, and she was like hitting on Ray. Said, "Hey, do you want to go get something to eat, something to drink?" And Ray says,
"A body."
Yeah, and Ray goes, "I can't. I gotta take a huge shit."
Yeah, credit for being honest, dude. That's like actually, I haven't used that fucking excuse. I should.
Lemmi from Nige saw.
Thanks for the tip.
Well, I don't want to say that.
Send beef tips the link.
Is that Nig saw?
Thanks. Lemmi, can you forward beef tips the link for 10 minutes? He has a nice beard. Oh, before you send, Lemmi, I need you to read again.
Pat Dixon's rotting teeth. Thanks for the 2. Carm said he'd drop you.
Why is that gay guy getting after me? First of all, his like girlfriend is one of my good friends. Is he still dating Felicia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a weird time for that relationship, because Pat Dixon has stopped talking about them. And I don't think that Brett.
All this fucking nonsense. I can't. But it's fun, no?
Well,
Pat Dixon's rotting teeth. Thanks for the 2. Matt, did you know got Keanu before Gino got her?
I don't know what that means, but no.
Did you fuck Keanu before Gino got her?
No.
On the last stream, Kiki.
But I did fucking rip one off to her to a Google search one time. I was desperate.
I tell you what, that I've never really looked at her that way, but I did see footage of her on the Alex Stein show.
Keanu's a very fucking hot girl. She's also one of my best friends, but she everybody ripping on her is invalid. She's hot. That's all I have to say.
Didn't say I wouldn't take a beach. Backstage,
or a wooga or whatever they said.
It's a vulgar. Please don't use that until St. Patrick's Day. That's the racism purge day. So joining us backstage here, not Ava. This is for 10 lovely minutes. It is the great Beef Tips. Beef, how are you doing today?
Hello,
Beef
you.
Sips, that's my boy. There we go.
What up?
Look at that.
No, I'm just looking forward to Ava. I honestly wanted to wait until Ava got on because I really want to fucking
Fucker.
cut his dick off.
Why? What's the problem?
Other than being a cunt, I don't know.
Well, I
Not
think
you,
she
Lemmi. I love
wants
you.
to be a
Ready?
cunt.
Calling
Yes.
Ava a cunt is oddly inclusive. So
Yeah.
I
I know. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. No, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you look like a more successful Ethan Ralph.
Yeah. Yeah, sitting in my
looks like a
shitty
less
fucking-
successful Papa Meat though.
I'm a less successful fucking everybody at this point. I'm less successful granny.
You look like
No,
unemployed.
you're not. You're
Santa's
sitting on a
elf.
couch
I
in a
like it.
house.
Mm.
I'm guessing.
You look like Kevin James, but just as unfunny.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking easy there, fucking Ozempic James Corden.
Wow.
Okay.
And you're
James
still
Corden.
fucking fat too, so
Yeah. Well, you look like James Corden that likes new metal.
I do. I'm a big Static X fan.
You look like big gay Okerson.
You look like Andrew Piece of Sliced Clay.
Oh wow, we're really fucking hit the curb on that one, bud.
You look like Ham Kinnison.
Look like homeless Patton Oswald.
Patton Oswald.
Ah!
Fat and Oswald, come on, man.
Come on.
I can't think of it. You look like Amy Schumer. Oh, she is. That is a real person.
You look like Amy Schumer.
Yeah. You look like Jerry Wellfed. Fuck.
Jeez Louise.
You look like Jenny served well.
You definitely look like you were at a Stained concert.
No,
Yeah, on the back of his trunks.
I'm not that old, dude. Come on, I've never been to a Stain
All
concert.
right, well, let's stop ripping on beef.
Yeah.
No, bud, keep going, man. I'm having a blast.
Hey,
Your favorite
do you want us
Nickelback
to-
song?
Very high. Like I'm not prepared to be on. so.
Photograph? Definitely.
Do you want us to keep you backstage for when Ava comes on?
I mean, if you want to, yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay. So
I know.
because there will be an extra. Well, we'll put your 10 back on for when Ava comes on because I thought that was unfair of us for Lemmi to be so rude to you.
I disagree. I thought it was fucking awesome, but sure, do whatever you want to, man. Go ahead.
We will
Take
see you
12.
soon.
Hey, yo, Matt, you're awesome, man.
Yo.
I appreciate you. You're
I
always
love you,
welcome.
buddy. Dude, I love your show. Let's go, buddy.
Cheers, brother.
Yep.
He's good egg. Oh, that was up.
Oh, a Nuga again. I still have to learn how
Peter
to
Sky
use
Park.
Nuga.
Peter Sky Parker, thanks for the 2. Would you like some help with your anger issues?
Sure.
Yeah, what is that? A magazine? Great stuff.
Great stuff.
Everybody's laughing their heads
Quality
off.
stuff we're doing here. Holy crap.
And they're all for free. Well, not even.
BetterHelp.com, our other sponsor.
Have you got a huge cock? Cantankerous Anywhere just became a YouTube member. She complimented me in the comments section, so therefore that makes her an amazing person. She's a great person, okay? Very, very great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that right now she will be tweeting Stuttering John and tagging me to try to set up this drinking episode. Everybody is great. Mr. Blue Sky, very funny guy, Henrik, member for 17 months. What a heck of an egg. Lemmi?
Pat Dixon's rotting teeth, thanks for the 2. Matt, Carm thinks you no good, Gilly.
Oh, is that why
True?
he's mad? No, absolutely not. That never happened. She's a good friend, and that's it.
Yeah, that's why he didn't bang her, not because of her ugly face.
I was about to say, you strike me as a straight guy, so that checks out.
This is from Nidesaw, Lemmi.
Thanks for the 2. I'll bring you back on when Ava comes on, Beef.
Nigsa.
Well, unless you want to add an extra 10 on to his time because I'm greedy. I'm a shill. I'm a piece of shit. Lemmi, or not? Yeah, Lemmi.
Lady K's Snaggletee, thanks for the 2. Matt, what's your take on Shuli's employing PDFs?
What is like the files? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so Shuli's
No, I'm
ex-producer,
thinking like computer files. What the hell is PDFs?
Epstein stuff.
Oh,
So Shuli's ex-producer was found guilty of having all that shit.
which one?
ESO.
No idea. Shuli seems like I don't know. Shuli seems like a nice guy to me, but I don't know. I haven't run into him, dude. I'm telling you right now, I spend zero time paying attention to the verse or whatever. I don't know what the relationships of these people are. Shuli he's never done anything bad to me. I have no idea who he's employing. So no answer there. If he's employing PDFs, then he has a good workflow.
Yeah, and if Shuli, people act like Shuli did that before he found out. It's like, no, he didn't know until it went public. Allegedly, I don't know, but we'll see. Lemmi.
Moon Crickets, thanks for the 2. Matt, did your micro P make your parents hate you?
What?
It's very interesting.
Saying you got a small pecker.
Oh yeah, they sat me down. We had to sit down at Thanksgiving, and
You're grounded.
between the fucking green bean salad, they said they were upset.
Well, speaking of big penises, I gotta ask you about this lovely man.
Go suck a dick!
So it was a couple of days ago. He was talking. Of course, did you hear about the Rodney's gig with Stuttering John and stuff like that?
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, on camera, Brennan tried to get a fight going between what's his name, Stuttering John and Stevie Lou.
Yeah,
But
I was late for that one. I was late also for my good friend Anthony Kumia smacking the glasses off some fucking retard, but yeah, I didn't know. Keep going.
But then afterwards, Brennan has made a big, huge deal about the fact that you almost get into a fight with, or no, you did get into a fight with someone getting into a cab or something. And now he's talking about you like you're some type of a problem. So what do you think about Brennan trying to start a fight, but then criticizing you for starting a fight?
Well, Kevin's one of my oldest friends. Oh yeah, after the fight, well, whatever. I didn't see the one that Kevin got in, but when we were leaving, I got a like Uber XL, whatever the big car, like the Suburban thing is. And I guess this drunk fuck was outside of the club and started a fight with the girl I was with, and then proceeded to try to get into our Uber, and then tried to start a fight with me. So I threw him to the ground, had him dead to rights. I could have ripped it. I could have beaten the hell out of him. And I felt bad because the guy was so fucking drunk. I just said, stop. And that was it. I let him up. And Stevie Lou had the best fucking word. It was like that. It was just like a drunk Wall Street Jason Voorhees, which is funny. But yeah, he got back up, and then I just chest kicked him into a pile of garbage, which was I wish there was a camera that caught it on tape, but that was it. And then my buddies at Rodney's were like, yeah, get out of here, we'll take care of him. So we left, and that was it.
Are you going to Vegas
For what?
for the Hackamania weekend?
Why?
Because I'm going, and I'd like to see you try that shit with me. I'll give you some of this.
I'll just suck you off. Suck it in fucking
Excellent. Let me
Yeah,
tell me
no,
about
I'm
how
not,
tough
I'm
I
not
am.
paying to go to Vegas for, a show. I honestly, I don't go to shows, period.
Yeah, but you could get to see me wearing my selection of the Cure T-shirts.
If somebody
Uh,
pays me to go, I'll go and I'll fight whoever wants to fight me. But that's about it. I'm not paying to go to Vegas.
Excellent. Let me explain to me about how tough and strong I am.
He's really, really tough. He threatens me all the time.
I know
he
he
said,
fucking
the next time I see you, I'm going to lay you out.
me.
Yeah, no, that's what he usually says to me.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean that in a sexual way. Ahoy,
what's
Ava.
up, dude?
Hello, Matthew.
Hi, honey.
How have you been?
So Ava, we were talking about, of course, the. Wait a minute. Here's one, Lemmi.
Moon Crickets, thanks for the 2. Matt, you had Thanksgiving with bio parents? Do tell.
Okay, everybody. That's something that's literally. Keep going with that. I don't care.
I don't get it at all. What does that mean?
Oh, it's because I was an orphan when I was a kid, and I disclosed that to Kevin Brennan, and now that's
Oh,
cool.
whoops. Own it, dude. Own it. Who gives a fuck?
I don't give a living fuck. Keep going.
I'll be your mom.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. If you don't sit on the couch snorting coke all day, then you
I
can
don't.
live with me all you want, honey.
Wait a minute. Do you mean this guy?
Yeah, you need more tenants in your cunt.
Yeah. How tall? Oh, yeah. Difficult John. That's a hilarious name. I met him once before in my life at some fucking comedy show, and I actually went down into the green room when I got there because I was late for the show. And I went down into the green room to just say hi to John and see whatever would happen because that's my place. That's where I have comedy shows. And he had no idea who I was when I walked in the room, which no one should because I'm, nobody. And I put my hand out. I said, a lot of stuff's going on the internet. And it was like a wet dog that's shaking in the wind because he figured out who I was. And after that, he was like, oh yeah. Oh, I don't know what's going on with all this stuff. Oh, yeah, let's go. We got to go to the... No, I'll be honest. He was very nice. And, he was... I guess he was just worried about the fucking show. So I don't want to say anything bad about Stuttering John. I don't know him as a person. Obviously, he's a fucking mess, but so am I. So,
but that's the thing. You always hear that there's the on-air persona where he was like, I'll kick your ass and I'll do this. But then you meet him and he's like an affable chap. If you don't mind,
no, he's not a bad person. He's just like everybody gives him shit. I think he's just fucked up, man. Honestly, I can't give the guy any fucking hate. I really can't. I said the same thing to Shuli, and I was like, listen, I have no beef against this guy. Like, I really don't. And I guess he's going through something, man.
Hey, Kimberly, thanks for the 5 gifted. Lemmi?
Gary Aldridge, thanks for the 2. Get the Brits out. Mead, you're a mad chap.
Let's fuck the British, dude. Fuck these people. Well, it's not British anymore. It's just it's fucking Somalian refugees.
Reverend Rage, thanks for the 2. Beef not smart enough to battle Ava, you fairy.
But I gotta ask, when you hear it, we had a great discussion the other day. We were talking about Kumia. And Mead, you've known him for, Jesus, what, over a decade now?
Yeah, probably 10 years, yeah.
Right, so there's always these crazy accusations all the time, and obviously Ava has her opinion on him. One of the things that was brought to my attention the other day was that somebody said he went to the prom with like a four. Well, I can't remember the year or the age.
217.
A 17-year-old girl to her high school prom. It was then since
solid
explained to me was that
what
it actually was
if she was in prom.
Yeah, but it turned out she was actually a 19-year-old that went to his high school reunion.
That's a different situation.
What
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's, there's two of those. There's one where he like knows the family, and then she's 19, and then there's him taking a high school girl to prom that was 17.
Jesus, because I have actually seen.
Hold on. Who the fuck was in prom? Whose prom was it?
This girl, I guess he knows somehow. I wonder how.
He took him to prom.
Sure. Okay. If you want to, everyone has these weird rebuttals to these other.
Well, no, let's not fucking split hairs. She took him to prom.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to imply that he was a high schooler that was in his.
Well, he might have been. Listen,
late 40s.
Some people go back for like continued education.
Whatever. I mean, he talked about that.
Maybe you want to take a wood shop class.
There you go. That's fair. That's a better excuse than I've heard from anyone else.
There's all kinds of opportunities these days. So,
But Mead, when you hear those types of, well, here's a nice comment for you, by the way. Oh, Lemmi.
KF Sage, thanks for the 5. Mead deserves all apologies, which I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt this chat. I actually did say this morning on my stream that I did owe you an apology because when all that you and Scarlet stuff started, I kind of jumped your ass a little bit, and I do apologize.
Well, no, I don't need any apology. Thank you, though. I don't, whatever. I was no gem.
That's fair. I hope he stays far away from Scar. Cheers. Hit the like button.
Yeah. Ava, when you see that sort of stuff, because I remember you and Mead had a little bit of a clash. What's happened with Scarlet over the last 48 hours? Well, what do you think about what you've seen?
With just the last 48 hours?
Yeah.
I kind of subscribe to the Adam Bush analysis of her, where people just look at her as somebody that's a porn star. So they're just like, oh, stupid porn star. But I think she has a life adapting skill where she really knows what it's like to have a man like say that they're the ones that are going to look out for her or save her. And so I think that she's very smart in certain areas. And I think that's what's happening with that Ethan guy. Yeah. And so, yeah, this is, I don't know, like, I think she's getting what she wants. And from Ethan, I just started learning a little bit about him, but I mean, he seems like I don't know, he like got released by the police and then got drunk and violent and in an airport. I don't know. He seems like a douchebag. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, like what was it? She's accusing him of smashing up her computer and her laptop, but it's like how many fucking laptops she got?
Well, no, I have to say that laptop is like her prized fucking possession. So, like that. I understand if she fucking actually, I don't want to even validate anything she does. Ava's completely right about that. She's a person who knows how to utilize people. She's a manipulator, and I think she knew exactly what she was getting into. She got this guy to fucking come out to give her attention, put her on the stream and whatever. And I'm sure he got more eager than she thought he would, and something happened. But at the same time, I honestly don't know, because she fucking is a different person every fucking day. Is she actually a different person every day? Like, I don't want to get into whether or not she takes any drugs or anything like that, but do you, like, when she wakes up, is she any different than the way that she is? Yes, 100%. If she's like, I've had so many like
dicks up your eyes.
I knew the person I knew was completely different than what she does on fucking these live streams or whatever. And maybe I was just fucking naive, which I am, and dumb and gay. But yeah, there was a completely different person, and she convinced me, and I was stupid enough to believe that, I don't know, she wanted some kind of genuine relationship or something, and that fucked me up a lot. But listen, she's got a mission. She had a mission, was to get attention, and that was it. And she goes to the highest bidder. I don't have a fucking live stream. I offered her a fucking normal life, and that was not good enough, and whatever, she had to go do something else. Are you like done talking about her today, or are you okay to like answer a question? What's the question?
It's not like pointed or I was just curious, like you're saying that she's not who you thought she would be. Like you said that earlier, and I was curious, like who you thought she was and how she's different from that.
Well, she times that we spent together, she was like very like normal and lucid and not like I don't know. I don't know.
Kind of what you were just saying about.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I got you.
She had me fucking convinced that she was a person that I could be with, and I was wrong, and that's probably because I'm fucking naive. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you've been here for the whole fucking process, and
I still don't even know how to analyze it because it's like there's that Mersh ice dancer.
Come on,
the Mersh ice dancer element of it, where it's like,
well,
there's like other agendas that could be happening.
I think she reached out to them, and they genuinely thought she was like a person in trouble. I think I don't know them well. Listen, I honestly don't know them from fucking Adam, but they've talked to me since then and said that right to his face, Lou. Oh, I'll beat the shit out of Stevie Lou.
Gary Aldridge, thanks for the 2. Fight to the death, Matter Stevie, the face Lou.
No, I love Stevie Lou. Yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, the whole thing is completely fucked. This is like a seriously mentally ill person that needs help. And I thought I could help her, and I was stupid and wrong. So that's all I have to say.
Did you know she was a bit nuts before you found her so sexy?
No, not at all. She ate salmon salad with her hands in my car on the way home to my house. So I wouldn't. I had no idea.
Is that one of her co-star names, or do you mean the food?
Salmon salad is a sick fucking porn name.
Nice,
Thanks.
well done.
We've got a few more here. Hit the like button for that joke, by the way. I'm trying not to laugh at myself. It was funny. Lemmi?
Moon Crickets, thanks for the 2. Matt, you bring micro D energy to the show. Be better.
Okay.
Lemmi, why don't you explain the matter about how masculine and I am and how big my dick is?
Wait, is this in metric?
Yep.
Tug Simp, thanks for the 2. Liar. You can't look at the screen, liar.
Oh, geez. What are you, fucking Irish Columbo?
Oh,
Mead's getting hit.
Direct eye contact, dude.
What's happening?
John's Gimpy Halloween hand, thanks for the 2. Don't have to analyze everything, Sigmund Freud.
He asked me to analyze it, so I was like, I don't know how to analyze it because there's all these other parts of it. He didn't literally analyze it, but he asked me a question that would call for it. Come on.
You know, analyze it sounds like a film that
Like
Scarlet would be in.
Freud, you fucking transphobic fuck.
Yeah, so there was the film Analyze It with De Niro and Billy Crystal. Very funny, man. You could do Scarlett Hampton Triple X parody, Analyze It, where she goes to see her therapist and he fucks her right in the cunt. And the arse. Spoiler alert.
He skateboards on a dessert tray.
That's good stuff, that. Yeah, so the only way she's trying to seek her problems by sleeping with men, and she doesn't realize that the cure to her mental health issues is a cock in the arse. And I think it would be hilarious. Right, Lemmi?
Absolutely hilarious. Agree.
Sounds great.
Lemmi?
Grizzly Adams, dick and balls, thanks for the 2. Matt, did Scarlett's past with Newports gross you out? I'm also going to hang up and listen.
I had no complaints on my end or on that end.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I do remember seeing a photograph of Scarlett online or a video, and it looked like she was flossing her teeth with Godzilla's tail. Lemmi?
Just do it. Thanks for the 2. Matt, true or false? Ray DeVito stinks.
True.
Yeah, I agree with you too.
Like smell wise?
Does Ray actually smell?
I don't know. He has he wears sweatshirts that I wore in like fucking middle school. So I don't fucking the guy. He is a Goodwill store.
You know that smell when like your hoodie doesn't dry all the way in your dryer, but you like get it out the next day?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he
you
looks
mean
like.
mold?
He smells like. Yes,
That's
old,
very
mildew,
astute.
little sour.
Uh,
Carl's Club Feet. Oh,
Hang on, very astute sounds like a film that Scarlet would be in. It's Astute. It's about someone who walks around and has to get in English performed on her fight box.
Or like
to
it's
solve-
called Goodwill Cunting.
Ooh, nice.
I got it.
I don't get it.
We're hot.
Carl's Club Feet. Thanks for the two. How did you get Timu Jeff Dye on?
Jeff Dye's such a fucking loser.
So
I love
Ava, earlier I was sent a donation by Nigsaw for Beef Tips to come on, and he's backstage again. So that I don't get ripped off. Do you mind if Beef Tips comes on?
Yeah, I can
No.
go back. I can go
Jeff
backstage.
Dye is like a young Bill Engvall.
You know, you don't have to leave, Ava. Like, you don't have to leave. It's or is there heat there?
There he is. Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. Bam Bam.
Oh, Ava, no, don't run. No,
What is the feud between you two?
no there's no feud between me and Ava. I just think Ava's an incredible hypocrite. The he/she calls people weirdos while looking like that with a fucking ass tattooed on the
I
fucking
think she
chest.
looks fine.
Fair, that's fine. But, you know, Ava throws a lot of fucking insults everywhere, but just runs away. Ava, get back on and fucking defend yourself.
But Ava, I think if it is Ava, yeah.
I feel
But
like
whatever the
I-
fuck, what, Cinco or Naveed, whatever they want to go by, that's fine. I respect that. I go by beef.
No,
So I respect it.
you know, I think that Ava gets a lot of shit though because she just sort of speaks her mind.
Yeah,
like,
Alf absolutely speaks his mind about all other things other than the fucking dick that he sucks with Stuttering John. Everything that Stuttering John does is okay, but Ava's just ignores it. The sexual assault accusations, the drinking and driving, all of that, nothing. But I was happy to fucking say shit about Matt Mead, myself, or anybody else, and it's fucking bullshit. And I was a fucking coward.
but
Well-
at the same time, Ava has called out Stuttering John a lot. Like she's been the one that's been trying to get him to drop the strike against the MLC.
Well, okay, that's another thing too, is all the strikes. Ava flat out said, 2 nights ago on Stuttering John's show, to take the strikes down that John told her to do. So no, I was striking everybody. So, which is all bullshit, by the way. You shouldn't do that. It's fucking nonsense. But we're all just busting balls and having fun. Husey, you know that better than anybody.
More like
I've
two
never had
balls
fun
and
on this
three
show
strikes.
ever. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. But no, that's my gripe, is the insane hypocrisy that this fucking he/she does. And I'll fucking call it out. I don't give a shit, man.
Well,
Right.
I don't know. I think we should get Ava back on, but I don't think she wants to be on when you're on here.
That's fine. All right,
hey.
$10, 10 minutes. All right, I love y'all.
Love you, kid.
Yo,
Sorry
beef tip stove,
Got
holler.
3 doors down.
All right, cheers, cheers, guys.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I do think that did you hear anything he said, Eva?
Mhm.
See, I do think that's an unfair accusation that you keep getting by people about Stuttering John. Because, again, I've seen you go after him a lot, especially recently. So this whole sycophant stuff, like it's fake news.
Well, everyone just wants someone to just go on his show and then just say everything that everyone's been saying about him in the Dabbleverse. And that's not how it works. I've kind of become friends with him in front of everybody. and you build a rapport with someone in real life. And this is as close as it gets, and with him, and so yeah, then you have the right to call them out, and they won't, cancel you or never invite you back, and that's what's happening. I made a really serious statement about strikes to him. He said he's going to honor that. If he doesn't, then I won't go back on his show. And I'm not striking other people's channels. They just say that. There's no evidence for it. I made a philosophical argument against striking earlier this week, and that's not like a bit or anything. It's just that's where I've ended up after being here for a year.
Yeah, I've actually got a clip of Stuttering John here. Yes, that's right, Echo. I've got clips. This is Ava and John talking about that strike issue. This is John after Ava said she'd take back the strike.
Fuck you!
I knew that was coming.
He's really nice in person, I'll tell you that.
He does, and I like his short hair. I think it's becoming of him. But so, Alva, what is the status that you know of with his relationship with Kiki? Because she came on here about 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and she didn't trash John at all. And I'll be honest, I was trying to bait her into it.
Yeah, I saw that. No, I saw that. No, she was a lot more diplomatic than I think he understands, because he gets intel from certain people, and it just came off differently. I had a different critique of her, but I imagine that friendship is sabotaged. I might have burned that bridge because I yelled at her, probably a little bit unfairly too. So yeah, we've probably both burned our bridge with Kiki.
I don't know if it's that far gone. Like, I think it could all be sorted out quickly, but I don't blame her for not wanting to get in the car with him because, like I was saying to her, I find it creepy as a viewer the way he talks to John and says, like, "Oh, look at how hot you are. I was jerking off to your photos." And it's like, oh, great. I'd like to be alone with him for an hour where no one's there to see what is or isn't happening. Like, did you ever hear about the time when he was giving Mommy a lift back from the bar and he immediately started talking about blowjobs?
Oh, for that. No, I didn't. That's not right.
Is Mommy his son?
I agree with you. Like, I confronted him about a lot of those things on that show, but it was 6 hours and probably not as exciting as the fight or whatever. But if it were just me and him talking about the Kiki thing, that probably would have been its own fight. No, I thought it was inappropriate with the car thing. It's inappropriate that he called her sexy. It's inappropriate that he judged her for the amount of time that she's allotted to say something made her uncomfortable. And I said that to him on his show and then on the phone too.
Is that a Fender Jaguar or a Mustang?
I always wanted to switch guitars, but it's a Supersonic. They made them in the early 90s, so I have like 3 of them.
Unrelated. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I could nerd out with you about those and the pickups that are in it for hours.
We'll meet up in Milwaukee. And then...
There we go.
What do you know what year in the 90s?
That one is a reissue. Is this you want me to set you up for a punchline you have coming, or do you want me to actually answer it?
No, genuinely, because I think they ripped off Oasis.
Oh, because it's like sort of a Jaguar. If you play it with that reverse, it just
looks like
it's connected to you. My main one is a blue one, early 90s, made in Japan. That's a reissue. I got it because they made it in shell pink, and so that's 2001.
Well, then he stole that completely from Oasis. Oasis made a thing called Supersonic in '94, so I'm going to sue Japan.
I knew that's what I thought was coming.
He's getting close to fucking Irish Day, so he's really getting gay now.
And as you see here, even the campaign is a Stuttering John drinking show. I want to drink with John on St. Patrick's Day, whether that's on this show or his show. It has to happen.
Well, we'll do a live stream from Casey's, and you can get on that, and I'll act as horrible as he does. So.
Act.
That would be fun if Matt Mead and Husey did a drunk stream with John.
We will.
Let's do it, and we could go on John's show so that I don't have to moderate the chat. I got another one by Nightshaw 1, excuse me, for 10. Bring beef tips back. Ava, would you mind if he comes on? Because despite the rumors, I don't want to set up people for fights and arguments.
I'm just at a point where there's so many interesting people here in conversation time. I just wanted to talk about whatever you wanted to talk about. There's this lower rung where there's people that just want to attack me for being trans and all that. And I feel like I've had 20 million fights with people on these shows. If anybody wants to see my response to it, they can. But I'm just not going to sit here and defend my existence so that he can score some cheap points and high five because it was so awesome that he called me a man and pointed out my genitalia, and I just don't want to give him that. But if you think your show,
where is it?
If you think I should, if you want me to stay, I'll stay. But that was the way I was looking at it.
I would like you to stay, but we've tried not to say the trans stuff because that's kind of harsh. Like,
no, I absolutely will not. I have nothing against Ava for being trans at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that has nothing to do with it.
Hey, what is this? The Brown Eyes Club?
Because you look like Chaz Bono.
Well, I take offense to Ava calling people faggots and cocksuckers.
So now you're woke.
Well, I'm a lefty. That's always been the joke. Beef tips. It's always me being the fucking liberal and KFT being the.
So you're offended by music?
No, I'm not. No, that's not the point, Ava.
Mm-hmm.
You are like, oh, but me, I'm trans. But you call somebody a cocksucking faggot? It doesn't work that way. It's a two-edged sword.
I don't think there's any.
Well, then it doesn't matter then. Then, yeah, fuck you, faggot.
See, This is what I was talking about.
I just proved my point. You said it's okay. You just said it's okay.
But what if she was saying it to Shmuel Buckman?
Well, that's different. That's just funny. That's just fun.
Cedric.
Then fucking Ava runs away again.
No,
I mean that was a little. It was a bit getting a bit harsh there.
A bit forward.
Oh, was it untowards? Fuck that shit, man. Look, if Ava can say it, I can say it.
Well, that's fair.
My reasoning.
There was a thing. There was a great thing the other day. Stevie Lou came on the show, and his whole plan was to confront Ava or whatever. But then Rochi was so ignorant to Ava that it made Stevie immediately drop his tact, and he went after Rochi instead. And I thought it was great because they were both very, very ugly boys, Rochi and Stevie. But Lemmi.
Christopher Martin, thanks for the 5. I've been a huge critic and detractor of Ava. However, I greatly respect the ultimatum she gave Stuttering John in regards to his frivolous strikes. Thanks for hit the like.
Yeah, and it's true. She
I
did tell
agree.
him. Yeah.
No, I don't hate Ava. That's never been the thing. It's just I think that's insanely hypocritical. And Ava's just a fucking clout whore like everybody else, and got kicked off fucking TSN, and then immediately just bumped up with fucking John. That's what it is.
Sports Network? What?
Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah, that network. And then, Ava's just clamoring for fucking attention, even though he accused me of doing the same thing, which I am. That's why I'm here right now. Fuck really? Yeah, I am. But I actually have fans. There's not people in the fucking chat calling me a motherfucker yet.
Motherfucker.
Let's see some ones in the chat if you think Beef Tips is a motherfucker, and some Red Boy donations if you think he isn't. See what I'm all for Vegas. Lemmi?
Pool Scam Sam, thanks for the 2. Where's the 1,700 laptops, Matt?
I'm on one of them right now, so they're all in the closet, like my sexuality. All right.
I fucking asked for that one, so.
Johnny Chopsticks, thanks for the 2. Ava is Ava is resisting the bushwhacking. Relax, toots.
Ooh, which one, Luke or Butch? Come on, that's
I do. Yeah. Do you know the living one is still wrestling today? It's the disgrace.
Bill Eadie.
No, that's demolition. You just made yourself look really stupid, not knowing the difference. Hit the like button for me being smarter than that. But I want to ask you again.
Hey, I'm gonna bounce out so you can get Ava back. All right.
Love you,
no
babe.
problem.
You guys are cool. Fucking be good,
See ya.
man.
Later,
Thanks,
buddy.
beef.
Take a shower.
The beef drippings. I do love that name. But so with back to the Kumia thing, when you were sort of starting off around him, do you think that did you ever hear any of those rumors and accusations towards the Ant-Man?
No, I mean everybody knew why he got fired from Sirius. Obviously, he got literally assaulted by a beast on fucking 42nd Street in the middle of the morning, and reacted in kind. But that was like the only thing I knew. He's like the nicest, most gracious fucking person ever. Like that. Like everybody has bad fucking perceptions of Anthony, and he's been the nicest fucking person to me ever. And whatever, had me over his house for fucking Memorial Day. He's the nicest dude ever. And I was nobody at that time, and I was just friends with Gino and Berg and Schultz, and he had me at his fucking house for a party. Nicest dude. Not I can't say anything bad about Anthony Kumia. That's it.
Albert, can I tell you? This is a theory I have about the Kumia accusations, in that he has the he has a lot of people online saying this stuff about him and saying about the kids and the underage shit. But I also think that he has so many people around him who talk to him every day, and I don't think they would be if he were guilty of that stuff. Like, I think it's one of those things that, like, if you really want to find certain information to back up an opinion you have, then you can find it. Like, I can find it for my theory that all Japanese people have blue eyes. Like, see, I told you, right, Lemmi?
Banger.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So funny.
Thank you.
It's good. After the bomb.
Everything that I've said about him and that was on John's papers is stuff that I've vetted because to protect him legally. It's stuff that he's admitted or been on the air, or stuff that he's admitted on a message board. And that's the fact, Jack.
That is the fact, Jack.
I have to say, though, that accusations aside, I'm very excited to meet him in Vegas. And speaking of Vegas, Lemmi?
Thanks for the 5, buddy. The money you earn will now be paid after Vegas, Husey. Echo Pineapple.
Yeah. I love when Echo gives advice.
Can I say one more thing?
I have to say, Lemmi has a big Janine Garofalo energy that I like as a Wet Hot American Summer fan.
I get that a lot, actually.
We tried to get Janine Garofalo to get in the same room as Stancil so she could say the line, I met a guy, his name's Jim Stancil. Anyway.
Did you say Wet Hot American Summer?
Yes, sir. The best movie ever made.
Well, have you ever heard, the director, David Wayne?
Yes.
Well, guess what? If you're a YouTube member, you can go on this YouTube channel and you can find my interview with David Wayne that we did during the lockdown.
What a fucking goddamn segue. Look at that.
There you go. Ava, you were about to say something?
I was going to say, I used to be a huge fan of his show. I definitely recognize that he must be an awesome friend to hang out with and everything like that. And there's things that are endearing about him.
What
was that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was going at him in the context of being John's friend and what Anthony was doing and forcing John into. And so I was kind of throwing it back because a lot of Anthony's like shit about John is about John's moral character in a bad
Yeah,
relationship
which
with
it
his kids
should
and
be.
that. So to me, it was fair game to be like, all right, well, what about your moral character? But I wouldn't have gone on that if he wasn't, if it wasn't in the context of the John situation.
Okay. My only retort to that would be that Anthony's been put in the same light as I have for the last 2 months, 3, 4 months, 5 months. Who knows how long it's been? And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh,
I understand that. I think there's people that reflexively are defensive of him because of their own situations, but the truth is the truth on that one. There's just documented evidence of a pattern of behavior of him reaching out to young teenage girls, and that's just the truth. And so I think it's fair game in that context. But I understand why you feel that way reflexively, and things get complicated when you know someone. So I understand.
listen, if somebody provides me proof of something, I'll make a different determination. But that's he's been the nicest person to me. I like the guy, and he's supportive of me and everything that we've been trying to do. And
I understand. No, and people have a loyalty. I mean, he's provided people with all kinds of entertainment for years. I would say that anyone in employment, yes, very good. And I didn't know about a lot of it and know how like bulletproof it was until I spent like a day on it. And if anyone wants to put in the effort to look this stuff up, it's not that hard to immediately be like, oh, and that's all I'll say about it. But I understand if you love someone or they're your friend, you don't want to you don't want to put that time in and all that. But he's not my friend, so I did.
Okay.
Pool Scam Sam, thanks for the 2. Tough Guy Aver got called out and ran.
Aver. I like that.
I don't think that someone can claim that I won't get into the mud with someone. If anything, I do that too much, right?
No, I don't blame you. Like, I get accused of setting people up, but it's not really the case. Like, I do like back and forth. It just depends on the reaction. But at the same time, Ava, fuck's sake, that's why I don't go on BYB, because I know Quad is dying to set me up with something. So I get it why you wouldn't want to get into an argument. Like, who the fuck wants to shout?
No, I love arguments. I love that you ambush people. He just is in this particular tier where it's like I've never been offended because someone called me any of those things. But they just won't. You can't talk to people like that. And for him, like a win is just getting here and calling me. I don't know if you want to censor it. I've never said he's not allowed to say anything. But I'm not just gonna sit here and let him score points by just insulting a trans person with a bunch of edgy dumb shit. I'm at this point of being here this long. It's just I'm done. Yeah. Is that lame? Am I wrong on this?
No, that's completely fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna defend my existence of that guy.
And to be honest, he seemed gay to me. Lemmi?
You said it.
Ava's Beer Gun, thanks for the 5. How lonely to have to take SJ's 2-hour calls and hear his bitching and to prop up and support his delusions and your poor family. Oof.
I'm not one of the 2-hour people. Like, the fun thing about going on a show is that I'm at work and then I suddenly pop up into that universe, and it's a fun contrast. So like I do like a lunch break phone. It's like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'd love to be back on speaking terms with John, but there's no fucking way he would ever get my phone number. Lemmi?
Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker, thanks for the 2 Canadian.
Because he can't
Can
read.
Can we all agree that Tojo is both of the words that Ava says?
I tell you what, people need to strap in because Tojo is coming back.
Tommy Joe?
That's right. He is back off
That's
suspension.
my boy. I love him.
And can you imagine the ADHD that he has been stocking up for 2 weeks? It's going to be fucking insane. He's probably going to do the Thriller dance while asking someone about their favorite color. Tojo is back, and Tojo is going to be back bigger than ever. And
You
he
know, I
looks like
thought
John
the guy was a
Travolta.
real fucking jamoke, and then he pulled off that stuff at Rodney's the other day, and I thought it was he made that show fucking great. So good on fucking Jordan. I love the kid.
See, that's where you may get a disagreement there from the lovely Ava. But Lemmi,
Christopher Martin, thanks for the 2. I'm feeling a love connection between Matt and Lemmi. Are you?
You want to live in my house and do coke for 4 months?
No.
yes. Oh, sorry, Lemmi, you were asking.
Nigsaw, thanks for the 10. Bring beef tips back. Ava ain't saying shit.
See, I don't know why you would say the name that way, Lemmi. It's Nigsaw 1.
Okay.
You made yourself look stupid.
I think me and Lemmy would just talk about Maisie Star for like a week, and that'd be it.
I do like Maisie Star.
I do too.
John's gimpy Halloween hand, thanks for the 5. It's part of your problem with his false striking that you're talking shit for it too. Does SJ know that you drew that hard line? Won't go on if he continues.
Carl, to his credit, covered that conversation, and they really like analyzed every dimension of it. There's like 5 reasons. That's probably the least important one for me, and the one I couldn't really say as much to John because I didn't want to just set him off. Is that I didn't understand the extent to which like people like how much money is involved for people until recently, because this is just a hobby for me. And when you start understanding that, it made me realize that I turned a blind eye to it. So I think it's fucked up to do it, even to someone like Carl or Shuli, on those terms too. So yeah, one of them is that it was affecting me, but that's probably the least important reason.
Yeah, but I think we're coming to a meeting of minds where Ava and Carl will be at least on talking terms again, because I think that the feud, so to speak, between you two has been built up too much, and I think Lady K gets a lot of shit online, and some, to be honest, he brings on. But I could see you and him at least being on civil terms, which is and I was going to make a pun about Scarlet, but I couldn't think of it there. Blowjobs. There you go.
I don't think that we I don't think we hate each other, but I think the strikes are a big deal for him, and I understand that. The difference between him and Shuli to me is I respect Carl and think he puts on a good show. Like I respect his work ethic in it. Shuli, I have absolutely no respect for.
Yeah, what happened the other day? So Ethan Ralph struck AATP again, or was it YouTube that did it?
I don't know. There's someone that's striking people on like harassment terms, and I don't know. I don't get it. I didn't even know that you could. I didn't even know people have the ability to tank shows like that, or like to take teams up.
I think it's a shame because what are we going to do? Although I have to say, not that I agreed with the strike on Brennan, but at the same time, I get it, because Brennan was actively fucking up John's streams and potential income or whatever. So again, I'm anti-strikes, but I also don't like that Brennan was fucking with the Dokes beer money. Lemmi?
The Dabble Duke, thanks for the 2. Can you read Pocky's police report? Very entertaining.
It's the context that's entertaining. Is doing it at that gig. That's where people are just too simple to understand. I get what you're saying about that, Husey, because if anyone has it coming, it's KB. But you can't abuse the strike system retaliatorily. And the thing that was weird when that happened is it made me empathize with the people that watched that show, who all probably hate me. But when I found out how long that show was taken off, and just knowing the people that's a huge part of their day, and just having that taken away, it actually made me think a lot about it. And that's kind of part of what led me to bringing it up with John.
Yeah, and the thing is, Brennan's not going to fucking let it go, because yesterday, I'm sure you saw I'm sure you saw the clip yesterday where he's offering Karmic 500 to strike Stuttering John because SJ keeps playing his stuff. But the thing is, I just think everybody needs to stop playing each other's stuff because it's backfiring, and we're seeing it happen. And this is exactly the stuff that me and $2 Dan spoke about with Carl around Christmas.
Great guy. Love 2 pence Dan.
Yeah, $2 Dan.
I don't think we can engage with it like that. One is the Dabbleverse and playing clips, but there's like political podcasts, all that, like they play clips too. And so if you're talking about the philosophical issue about playing clips on shows, and you can't say, well, you know, streams are getting taken down or whatever. I think it's all about just getting to the place where you figure out how you feel about it and arguing each side. The DMCA laws are weird, and the fair use thing people don't understand. And so it's not even evenly like applied. So it's just, you kind of figure out where you sit in it. But yeah, I don't think that people should not be able to play clips on their show because they'll get struck. But I hear you about what you're saying, Easy.
Go, Lemmi.
Ava's beer gun. Thanks for the 5. Speak up, Ava. Matt likes Kumia. Tell him your thoughts, but don't scream and kill the show like an SJ show. Quit calling peeps ugly. It's a bad look.
I calibrate to the person I'm speaking with. So if they're unable to have a certain type of discussion, then I'll talk to them the way they need to be talked to. Matt doesn't need to hear what I have to say about Kumia. He's probably. Well, you want to argue about him?
No, I don't. I
don't either. I honestly don't either with you. I don't think that. Yeah.
He's my friend, and that's
exactly.
It.
And I understand.
I'm sensing a love connection now between Matt and Ava.
If I'm just not yelling at him, it becomes a love connection.
Hey, anybody who's not gonna fucking stab me in the middle of the night, I'll take on. I'll fucking all of them.
There you go.
Lemmi.
Pool Scam Sam, thanks for the 2. Hypocritical Ava, Ruthie, not for me.
What rules am I putting on people? Anyone can say anything they want.
I'm going to answer this one to Chris Martin. Matt, can you thanks for the 2? Matt, can you tell us the story about your brawl after Rodney? Well, Chris, if you go back a little, we spoke about it in the Kevin Brennan section. Maybe about 20-30 minutes ago. I don't know why I'm doing the voice there. So Matt did go into that in great detail. So, but again, thanks for the 2.
Again, I'm not sure if that guy was from the show or not. We were outside smoking cigarettes, and he just came up and started talking shit to the girl I was with, and that was the first time I saw him. So. He might have just been a random. I don't know how anybody is that drunk on Upper East Side, but we sure try to make people that drunk on the Upper East Side.
Lemmi?
Bacon Bits, thanks for the Canadian 2. Ava, February 25th, you said you wanted to fight Matt.
I mean, come on, guys. That was tongue in cheek. Threatening Matt and Mead to a boxing match at Rodney's. Come on.
Coxing match.
That's Bacon Bits from that's Bacon Bits from the Beef Dripping show, or Beef Tips, should I say? I do apologize. Lovely fellow, lovely facial hair, if I must say.
John's Gimpy Halloween Hand, thanks for the 2. Were you lying when you said you'd go on TSN to trash Stuttering John?
This could be about hockey match with San Jose Sharks.
I love sports.
This could be this is totally.
Is that to me or Matt?
I'd say if
I never commentated on hockey, so go.
I didn't say that. I used to go on TSN and trash John, but I didn't. Since then, I haven't said that.
Ozone, thanks for the 5. Ava, was it a bad look for John to call it a win that he got Kumia to admit that he was with a non-biological woman? Why is that so bad?
That's unfortunate. Like when I asked Anthony Kumia, because he spends a lot of time attacking transgender people, and which is fine. But then he had sex with a transgender woman, and so Tim he doesn't recognize gender as different than biological sex. So saying,
Who had sex with a transgender woman? Me?
Anthony,
No.
Anthony Kumia had sex with a transgender woman. So I was like, does that make you gay? And then,
Nice. I like him more now.
right. But the point of it wasn't to imply that it was bad. It was just to kind of
Out him.
Nothing's more.
Yeah, it's just like you talk about
fucking-
transgender people all the time, and and so that
That's
means
what
you
we
had sex
do.
with men.
We used to do back in Greece in the bathhouses. You just used to fuck dudes, and that was like you asserted your dominance. That's how we
Exactly, but
did it.
I thought it wasn't okay to out other people, though.
Man,
I
it's
think
okay to
when you
fuck
said
other
out,
people with dudes.
when you said out, I agreed, and then I immediately was like, no, I don't think that was the right word for it. Not out. It's just like to point out the hypocrisy.
To tell everybody that he sucked a dick, that he's gay.
But
you said that, like, you did.
No, I asked him. Does that,
Sometimes it's
not okay.
tricky. Sometimes
No,
it's it's a gray area. You never know until you pull it off, and then you see.
I think
it.
that what I was trying to illustrate is that
Sometimes it's very small. It's like a big clit, and you don't know.
it's that if you're having sex with a transgender woman and you're attacking transgender women and you're
Then it's up to other people to tell everybody that you've also sucked a dick. To out them.
Let me think about this for 1 second.
I'm learning.
Huh?
I'm new.
We're all learning about this lifestyle.
It's pointing out the hypocrisy and calling him out about it. I don't like if I didn't out him. That's the other thing people don't realize is that this is something he's had to discuss before. Like that's why, he's discussed all of those things that I brought up before. And so I was just bringing that up. I haven't brought up anything to him that he's not discussed. So it's not me outing him. It's me pointing out the hypocrisy that he had sex with a transgender woman and throwing it back at him. When John started analyzing it afterwards drunkenly, he was doing it in that way where it's like, you're gay. But that's not the point I was trying to make.
Yeah,
Does that make sense at all?
Yes.
Does that make
Yep.
sense?
He called Jim Norton gay for having a trans wife. So I mean, it's kind of consistent.
Right. So I just wanted to ask, like, no one's just asked him that directly in that way. So I was like, I'll ask him.
Well,
Kumia,
we all love Anthony.
I don't think Kumia is as right wing as he claims. I mean, like, obviously he's got his political, social issues, but I think deep down, like, I gotta be honest, that Blair White, I didn't know that she was trans until way afterwards, and it's like, well, once you've whacked off at least 4 times, it counts.
No, if you did you listen to O&A? Like, he's made the Republican economic arguments too. Like, he's a Republican. I think he's probably more of like a neoconservative than like this modern Republican, but he's right wing.
I
There's
don't
nothing wrong with that.
There's
There's nothing wrong with that.
I think
Not there's anything wrong with that.
there's anything wrong with that. I think he's a normal, regular centrist that everybody's pushed everybody to the far right.
Me and you are both kind of saying the same thing because now being a neoconservative is being a Democrat or
we just don't want. He's more of a libertarian. I'll tell you that from just talking to him. And because he's very pro interventionist with foreign policy. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's totally not. He absolutely is not.
You think when there's an opportunity
he
to
doesn't
go
want American dollars being spent to fucking start a war in a fucking country that has nothing to do with us, that when there's dollars that need to be spent in our own country, that's his position.
Do you think that he was supportive of the Iraq War?
I think at the time he might have been. I don't know. I didn't know him then. I know him now. So
are you saying he's against the Iran invasion?
I think yes.
Okay. I'm not challenging that because I haven't listened to a show in the last month or two.
Which I am also.
Huh?
I am also against this fucking bullshit. So stop.
That's what I like about the America First people. That like I agree with them more than I agree with like the corporate Democrat Party or the Republican Party.
All right.
We can talk about this another place if you want. Sorry.
What's up, Jake Hudson?
Lemmi, would you like to read this one?
Jake Hudson, thanks for the one.
Yeah, it's the first time. Thanks for the
Fart
one.
noise. Do you have a fart noise button on that?
I technically do, but this is a good one here.
Gunfights!
So it's you know.
All
where
right.
did I?
Guys, I hate to leave. I have to get out of here. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Good talking to you, Matt.
I love you guys.
Oh, he froze.
Lemmi,
Go ahead,
Punk.
Lemmi.
Oh, wait. Sorry. We have to do I got to plug Rodney's March 29th. Me and Gino are doing a show. Danny Polishuk, bunch of good comics. Come out. Stuttering John might still be there. I don't know if he slept in the fucking green room, but come out on March 29th. Rodney's NewYorkComedy.com. And that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
See you on the next one, Matt.
Late.
Hit the like button. I'm so glad that piece of shit's gone. I don't think there's anyone I hated in the world more than Matt Mead, but Lemmi?
Ava's Beer Gunt, thanks for the 5. Ava's mom said to be safe while online. And what does that dummy do? Team up with Stuttering John. Way to listen, like when adding those bolts on. I think they're nice bolts, Ava.
What? So
your mom said to be safe on the internet, and then the first thing you do is team up with Stuttering John. Like,
if you found out if you found out that I was actually secretly like really running my life based on what my mom said to me, you would be attacking me for that. So shut the fuck up.
Go ahead, Lemmi.
Nigsaw 1, thanks for the 2. Retaliatory strikes suck. Don't play stairs.
I made a very articulate argument about strikes. One was separating clip channels like this, and then one was talking about property and curation of stand-up specials, web series, and all that. That wasn't a retaliatory strike at all. That was me controlling content that I want to release that I've not ever publicly promoted. It's a whole different thing. Strikes are useful on YouTube for certain reasons, but not in any of these ways that are happening in the Dabbleverse. And if you read DMCA law and nerd out about it, I'm fascinated by it, you'll see that there's a lot of interesting conversations there. So not hypocritical of me, I'll fuck off.
John's Gimpy Halloween hand, thanks for the 2. Ava used to go on TSN to trash Stuttering John. Little Lemmi read wrong. I don't think I read it wrong. I just don't think you were.
Here's the thing. There's the other one. Were you lying when you'd go on TSN to trash SJ?
If you watch my appearances when I was on, there's a scale of the way people critique John. Like, just laughing at him being dopey is different than like really some of the darker areas where things have gone. No, I wasn't lying about anything I said when I was on TSN.
And Lemmi?
A pool scam Sam, thanks for the 2. Keep backpedaling, Aver. Nice try, dude.
What did I backpedal on? Did you all notice me backpedaling on anything?
I think you stick to your opinions, to be honest.
Thank you.
Ozone, thanks for the 5. Ava, were you also aware that Stuttering John previously called Sue Lightning a crossdresser?
You all see a trans person, and then you just immediately have decided these things that aren't true. I've never been a speech police about any of that shit. If he said that, who cares? What have I made like this speech where I say that John is this careful woke liberal? What the fuck?
Yeah, and as I always say, the louder the preacher, the darker the secrets or the sin. Fuck, I messed it up. Anyway, let's start again. Matt Mead's coming on. Just a little bit of joke to lighten the mood. But yeah, I like nobody's, as Stuttering John famously said, nobody's perfect.
Can I say something?
No. Yes, okay.
people aren't exploring what happened after that fight with all these clip channels releasing the fight video. If you really think about this critically, me and John thought that was awesome, and I love that. Gino and Anthony are dealing with a piece of footage that has him not refuting a lot of claims that people don't know about. I would argue that maybe Gino for Anthony or in collaboration with Anthony are the ones that have been striking all those channels. That's all. Because in that video that I think is hilarious, us fighting, you know, he basically admits to having sex with a transgender woman, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again.
It was a weird thing for Anthony to say. And I'll ask him about it.
And after that, he felt the need to address like those things. So he clearly doesn't like that was on the video to the point where he addressed me and all that on his compound show. So I don't know, maybe they're the ones striking everyone. And then sending secret messages to idiots like Chad being like, that was Ava, because everyone's just decided I'm striking all these channels. Why don't y'all think about that like critically?
It's an interesting theory. Oh, Lemmi.
Reverend Rage, thanks for the tool. Just say Anthony knows how to handle a pickle. I actually have something to say. I can't believe that a man who spent the majority of his life in a quasi relationship with an effeminate man and who does amazing renditions of Neil Diamond songs is a gay man. I can't.
Lemmi, I know you're not making fun of Neil Diamond.
No, not at all. Anthony Kumia does amazing Neil Diamond covers. Are you kidding me? Listen to them unironically every day.
If in case that has something to do with our conversation, I didn't say he was gay. I think that biological sex is biological sex, and that gender is arbitrary in the way.
No, honestly, listen, I love Anthony. I like Anthony Kumia. I really like Anthony Kumia a lot, but in the I Am I Said music video, the way he stands, that dude has sucked at least one penis.
100%.
I love you, Anthony, but you've sucked at least one dick, dude.
And it's okay. But
and it is okay.
Yeah. But you know, he should then maybe consider a gajillion other things he says on with his platform.
I don't think he should. I really don't think he should. His whole freaking thing is shock jockery. He's going to say the most obscene thing that's going to come to his mind. So that's just, you're going to be in the crosshairs, man. Or not you, just that all of it. All of it.
If this were the Opie and Anthony era, I would agree with you, but his show is about politics. And
so his show is about whatever. His show is about whatever is in his head, and he can say whatever he wants. He's going to have his opinions, and I can totally understand how you can focus on the transgender thing because that's a part of your life. You know, I completely understand and empathize. I can't empathize with you because I'm not trans. I get called trans a lot, but yeah, it's not going to stop probably, and I don't think it should, but I also don't think you should stop doing what you're doing either. So.
Right. I think I agree with you. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, do you think it's not fair game to ask him if he's gay and use that to make a point about his comments about transgender people?
I feel like you are free to say and ask whatever you want, you want.
I know you that it's not on speech grounds, but just like principally, I'm interested in like what you're saying. I'm trying to make sure I understand, and I'm trying to not be a hypocrite. So I'm making sure I'm not a hypocrite about something.
I've actually,
I think we agree on a lot of shit. Actually,
okay. I do too, and I think you're beautiful.
I think you're beautiful too.
Thank you.
By the way,
Dan, shut the fuck up.
I don't know why I played that one, but I've had it.
You could have edited. Yeah.
I want that one.
Mikey Two Milks. Go ahead, Lemmi.
Mikey Two Milks. Thanks for the 149. Thank you for the super sticker.
Yeah.
Joe Crane, thanks for the 10. I wish Lemmi was the in-store announcer at my local grocery store. I would probably buy more boneless, bottomless rounds. Mikey Two Milks, thanks for the 2. 17 cents of this is for Lemmi.
Excellent. I think boneless, bottomless rounds is a good episode title because we've got Matt the like button and boneless, bottomless rounds so far.
Also, a good Scarlett Hampton movie title.
Yeah. Oh, Lemmi.
Ooh, that was really good.
Not but okay. So for titles, if you want Matt Mead the like button, let's see some 3s in the chat. And if you want boneless, bottomless rounds as the title, let's see some 5s. That's right. I'm skipping the 4. Lemmi?
Pool Scam Sam, thanks for the 2. Props to Ava walking on the insane line while crazy.
If you just want to comment things as just bad faith, you can just say it's that way. But in real life, people are complicated and they walk and they have a range of views that don't fit into one little box. And if you accepted that, you probably would have a much less confusing life.
Christopher Martin, thanks for the 2. Way to hijack the show, Lemmi. Jeez.
Well, she did a great job co-hosting as usual, and she's also going to get everyone to hit the like button on the way out. But speaking of which, Lemmi, you've started doing some night streams. So what else have you got coming up that we should be looking out for after this is done? Excuse me, I've had a lot of water.
I'm gonna. Now you threw me off.
Yeah. What plugs? What are your plugs? That's what I meant to ask. But before you get to your plugs, let me get this from Chris Mack.
Okay, Chris Mack, thanks for the 5. Ava claimed it was harassment to play / comment on videos it freely posted to YouTube as they were from pre-mutilation. No DMCA precedent for that hypocrite.
If somebody rewinds to the same or 2 weeks after that happened, they will find Shuli making the same DMCA argument that I made against Shuli, and you should read that. It's about content curation. It's and this is where their brains like cannot compute this. I can make that DMCA claim and then point out why they're using that content, which is to harass me and show people videos of me before I transition. That doesn't affect the DMCA claim. That's all. Sometimes things are more complicated.
I've ended the poll. If do people want to see a Hughie and Stuttering John drinking stream on St. Patrick's Day? 64% yes. So Ava, if you could help get away in there, it would be a heck of a stream. But speaking of Ava, what plugs do you have got coming up that we should be looking out for?
I watch the Beef Tips show on YouTube. I don't know what their thing is, but
I'm going to leave this one here so I'll remember to title the episode. And Lemmi, what have you got coming up plugs-wise that we should be looking out for?
I'm going to do some crocheting tomorrow at around like 9:30, 10-ish. So come fucking hang out, dude. Come follow me on Twitch. Or whatever. You assholes know where the fuck I am.
Yeah. And well, I'll not play the anal sex clip again, but there you go. So I want to thank Ava for where did I put that thing? So I want to thank Ava for coming on. I want to thank Mead for coming on. I want to thank Lemmi, and of course we're gonna thank Beef Tips. I'll go add his name into the title. I will do a big wave goodbye, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Thank you.
Hit the like button.